Hi guys, welcome. Thank you very much for joining me in this video. If you're new to this channel, I don't cover just IPOs. I cover also stocks trading in the market, which you will see in a little bit as I will show you some examples. But this video is focused on a stock that already is trading on the market, which I had covered before as an IPO when it was going to go public. Now it's been well over 1 year plus that it's trading on the stock market. It had the earnings yesterday night in the after hours. They were very good, and we'll look at that and my opinion on it towards the end. Now, when I say my opinion towards the end, I highly suggest that you always stick towards the end of my videos where I explain what I think and my stance on it and all that stuff. And obviously you should trade according to your own due diligence. Before I get to this stock though, I want to highlight something real quick, and we'll talk about GLYC Glycomimetics. So Glycomimetics crashed and it didn't do very well at all. I was very bullish in Glycomimetics, right? That was my opinion. That was, I did my due diligence, whatever that was, for whatever that was worth. And I thought that Glycomimetics would do well. The phase 3 trials came out, and just like any phase 3 trial, it's a trial, which means it's a 50-50 what in the world the outcome will be. And that's something that people should understand when they invest in microcaps or any pharmaceutical stock for that matter. It sort of wasn't a complete failure in the sense that the drug actually worked. It just didn't extend the life of the patients by much. It wasn't very meaningful. People expected, and I expected, that the life expectancy for the patients would have been much longer, but it was something like 6 months longer than those who were taking just chemotherapy. So yeah, it wasn't meaningful, and that's basically what crashed Glycomimetics. I received a lot of negative comments for being bullish in Glycomimetics. The thing that people fail to realize though is that in my last video that I had done for Glycomimetics, which had a thumbnail that said 500% upside, if you actually watched the video or paid any attention or understood English, you would have heard me say that I believe they can do 5x or up to 5x only if phase 3 results come out and they are good. Yet someone on a social media platform, which I will not name who and what platform and so on, tried to attack me to his followers to make himself look good, which, to be honest, let me tell you something. If you are trying to attack others to make yourself look good to your followers or gain followers, at the end of the day, the ones who have logical mind will see you as a fool. Attacking others isn't going to propel you to success. He also has self-baptized himself as a biotech expert, yet he had made zero posts on Glycomimetics prior to the phase 3 results or after. No DD, no results. I mean, if you're an expert in biotech and you're telling people that I shouldn't have a right to talk about pharmaceutical stocks, where was your DD? Where was your post? There was nothing. You waited for the phase 3 results and you didn't even comment on those. You just attacked me. Anyways, critics never mentioned that in 2022, I mentioned and I said that Glycomimetics would be a buy for me at $2.16. Yes, that was in December of 2022. Why would it matter? Because in February actually of 2023, it went up to $4.15. I called it at 216. Personally speaking, for me, I don't want any awards, nothing. And it went up 100%. Someone else commented and said that since you failed in Glycomimetics, you should not focus on biotech stocks ever again, which is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. The stupidest thing, one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. Because if you invest long enough, you're bound to invest in many different sectors in the stock market, and you're bound to make a mistake in pretty much all of those sectors. If you invest long enough, you will. All right, no one's a perfect trader. Don't think that. If you think that you will trade without any mistakes in the world, you can be on the list of the dumbest people in the world. So if I eliminate every sector that I make one bad trade, someday I'm not going to invest in anything, which is like, it's as dumb as it gets. Warren Buffett just last week said he had invested in Paramount, and he said last week that he took according to his words, I'm quoting his words, substantial loss. Would I make fun of Warren Buffett and say, Warren Buffett, stay out of the media industry and all that stuff? No. Why would I dare to? I mean, you should never. No one should ever make fun of Warren Buffett at all. But even if it wasn't Warren Buffett, I mean, you don't make fun of other people for the trades that they make if they turn out bad, because you yourself are not innocent at all in any way, shape, or form. You've made bad trades and you will make bad trades. So in the past, I talked about TGTX at $12.60. It went all the way up to 30 after that. Mike was good then, right? I talked about AZTR now this year in 2024 in May. I bought it at 22 cents. Then I said I'm going to sell it 24 cents. I know it's a small gain. It depends on what you put. It went up to 27 cents after that, right? That was a quick in and out. It was a biotech stock. I said that I would buy MRNS at $1.26. It's trading right now in pre-market hours at $1.61. So that's like 25-30% gain already. I talked about BHVN and called it a buy at 13 bucks. Yes, I sold it at 16. And yes, BHVN is at 41 bucks now. How about Spry at 5.93, my YouTube video, and Spry is over 9 bucks right now. I talked about Aquestive Therapeutics at 2.56. Aquestive Therapeutics, guys, here's Spry at 9.47. Aquestive Therapeutics at 3.38, so that's up also. In fact, I also talked about Aquestive Therapeutics at 88 cents. How about Silence Therapeutics? Here's my YouTube video. It was at 5.81. Where's Silence Therapeutics at 22? Does this mean that I am an expert in biotech stocks? No, I'm not an expert in anything. I'm just an investor who tries to be as good as possible. You can't call yourself an expert. If you call yourself an expert, you are delusional. All right, so let's get to the stock that I believe is good, in my opinion. Do your own due diligence. It had good earnings yesterday. The stock is OLO Inc. Ticker symbol OLO. Right now, right here, you can pay attention right here because I'm filming this video in pre-market, but the stock is trading at $5.19. So OLO Inc. operates as an open SaaS platform for restaurants in the United States. The company's platform enables on-demand digital commerce operations, which cover digital ordering, delivery, front of house management, and payments. Its solutions include Order, a suite of solutions powering restaurant brands on-demand commerce operations, enabling digital ordering, delivery, channel management, and much more. On May 8th, 2024, guys, at 1:05 a.m. in the morning, in the after hours, OLO shares are trading higher after the company reported better than expected Q1 financial results and issued Q2 and forward year 2024 revenue guidance above the estimate. OLO expects Q2 revenue of 67.5 to 68 million. The estimate was 66.2, by analysts. It raised the forward year 2024 revenue outlook from 269, 272 to 276 million. The estimate was 271. So we can see already that the earnings were great, and so is the forward guidance so far. Obviously, there's more to look at, but here you can see something else that was also announced yesterday, guys, in the after hours. Dutch Bros, a company that's already trading on the market, a very good company. I like them a lot. Ticker symbol BROS. They had good earnings also yesterday. They went up. I had called them a buy in my Discord at 27. I think now they're trading at 31. But in any case, Dutch Bros, guys, partners with OLO to offer mobile app ordering and payment. So here you're getting, it's actually an advantage for OLO, right? They're being hired by Dutch Bros, so more revenue for OLO. They have 700 plus brands, 81,000 restaurants, over 2 million orders per day, and so on. What I like to look at is also the earnings transcript and what the management has to say. We'll focus on just a little bit of it. Obviously, I can't cover the whole thing. They said that we increased, here it is. It says that we increased revenue 27% year over year and expanded non-GAAP operating margin to 8%, and we're raising our 2024 revenue and profitability guidance. In 2023, guys, they ended the year with 228 million. What I like about OLO is that every single year, the past 5-6 years, they have impressive, guys, revenue growth. It's like on the average of about, I don't know, like 35% around there. It's constantly increasing. Very impressive. So I like that. Does that mean that you should invest in a stock just because of revenue growth? No, the net income is negative, 58 million in 2023, although they will close the gap on that in 2024. The net cash flow is negative, right? 71 million. Total liabilities at 91, long-term liabilities at 14, and I didn't put the total debt. I forgot. I'm sorry about that. The analyst ratings. What do analysts think? If you care, you care or not, but let's just look at it for entertainment purposes. They give it a low of 750, an average of about $9, and a high of $12 US. Food is a large and growing $2 trillion plus industry. Obviously, one of the best industries in the world to invest in. Food it never ends, and it will constantly increase because the world population is growing. I know OLO isn't global everywhere, but yeah. So only 16% of restaurant orders are digital. So that's actually a good thing to look at, because that shows how much room there is for growth in this industry. And so OLO has an opportunity to take advantage of it. So far, it seems that they are doing very well taking advantage of that. The active locations did fall from 87,000 to 81,000 in 2023, but the year-over-year growth is about 7%. I recommend, in my personal opinion, personally speaking myself, this recommendation is for me, not for you. That OLO is a buy for me, right? So I like OLO. I believe it is a great long-term stock. It's a stock that I would like to hold all of this year, unless something crazy happens and it's announced some bad news or whatever. But if everything remains as is and management hits their goals this year, I would like to hold OLO all of 2024. It's a software solution provider for the food and beverage industry, and it's well positioned to benefit from a very growing an industry that's already big, and it is growing. And like I said, the percentage of digital orders are about 16% according to OLO's earnings presentation, which they gave out yesterday. So with that, I leave you with the stock chart. The stock is trading at $5.19 as I'm doing the video, and hopefully later on in this year I can come back and cover it and it will be trading higher. I wish you guys all the best and take care.